This is The Swimming Show.
The Constitution Hill is a living museum which tells South Africa's story into democracy. Mahatma Gandhi, Mama Albertina Sisulu, Mama Winnie Madikizela Mandela, Khammoho le Nelson Mandela were all former prisoners here. And today, this former prison is the home of our Constitutional Court, which endorses human rights. Ruri go gakgamaza go bona gore lefelo leo kgale e neng e leng sesupo sa kgatelelo gompieno ke lefelo leo go sekasekang teng ditshwanelo tsa batho. Dumelang, nna ke Mmathapelo wa Gaphale mme ke la amogela mo The Swimming Show. Jaaka gale re le tshwaretse all things aquatic, and Dikeledi is standing by with today's menu. Over to you, DK.
The Swimming Show. Dumela Mmathapelo hle. Our biker girl is adventurous and has culture too. Bekeng ena teng we check out more swimming action from the Sasol Winter Swimming Championships. And then, from the Seychelles, it's the men's 10-kilometer race of the FINA Open Water World Cup 2018. Re phethela jwalo ka ho buela re etela diving from Durban by looking at highlights from 2017. Let's check it out. Hona mona for The Swimming Show. The Swimming Show. Bekeng e fetileng, we saw Mmathapelo enjoying the day with the Soweto Motorbike School from the world of Yamaha offices in Johannesburg, where the bikers gathered in honor of Madiba. She spoke to some of the role players doing their beat.
Crisis nginonyaka nje wodwa riding, and this day means to us ukuthi we must continue to what utata asishiyele khona and just go enyasweni zakhe to do good for others.
He's turning 100 today, even though he's gone. Mara, risokofonga rabakandi babakandi wana rinemkala.
Lixhego uMandela asilibali legacy yakhe, usinike opportunity basilwe. Siyazi abantu abaninzi bathi hey wa compromise wathini, but wasinike opportunity as bikers, as black bikers. Here we are today. We are fighting. The struggle lives on. Inkosi.
The Soweto Bikers School convoy took to the freeways en route to Soweto, but not before they pulled into Donut Valley close to Soccer City. Sheba Setsaitse. More Mandela bikers later in the show.
The FINA Marathon Swim World Series is staged over 9 locations. The second leg of this series took place at the beautiful islands of the Seychelles. Ke bonteng ba sisi ba monogai e bong Michelle Weber ga mo go le Chetho ba khoneng go tsa karolo. Gompieno re arogana le lona lebelo la banna 10 kilometers. Enjoy.
The swimming show is on the island of Mahé in the Seychelles for the very first African FINA Open Water Marathon swim. The women's 10-kilometer event is fedile. Hajwale, the men contesting the same distance are preparing for their race.
Yeah, I mean, it's good to be back here on the World Cup circuit again. Like you said, I'm no stranger to it, and I've been doing it for quite a few years, so I know what to do in the race. And but I mean, there's new faces, new challenges, and swimming in Seychelles is definitely one of them. The World Cup legs are vital to anyone, especially if you're a newcomer. This is where you learn so much about open water, racing tactics, feeding tactics, and all of the other things that come along with open water. So it's just a good chance to get out there, expose yourself to what's happening around you, and just see how you are with your training. So I think this is a great build-up, and hopefully we can do many more in the future.
26 international entrants are on Beau Vallon Beach for this event. One by one, they are introduced to the public and spectators. There was a fairly heavy downpour during the briefing session, and the unseasonal weather earlier in the week is making for a water stud instead of a dive. Kenan Bayev from Kazakhstan is the early leader, followed by Krzysztof Razowski from Hungary. Germany and the Netherlands follow, and I see 2 Brazilians up front as well. The men will stay bunched for most of the first lap. Around the Finamaka and onwards in the warm blue Indian Ocean. Al Obadle from Qatar and the young local swimmer from the Seychelles, Damien Payet, are at the back of the elite swimmers. The Dutch swimmer and Olympic gold medalist Ferry Weertman won the FINA first leg in Doha a few weeks prior. The Italian Simon Ruffini is the other swimmer taking part here that also medaled at that event. They will definitely be the ones to watch, the swimmers that look to be in good shape. Getting towards the end of lap 1, Germany's Soren Meisner turns up the heat. He seems to be gaining on the Hungarian lead. Britain's Jack Barnell has also surged and enters the fray. In the green cap, Moafrikabo Ratchet Hall, he's in the mix with the Italians and the Canadian Holly Fan. Here is young Damien Payet once more with his white Seychelles cap. The swimmers, led by Hungary's Krzysztof Razowski, are in a line as they negotiate the next marker. No one is getting too far ahead though. Jwalo ka lebelong la basadi, this is a game of patience, strategy, and keeping an eye on how the race unfolds. Anything can happen race day. There are currents, air and water temperature, feeding at the right time, getting your turns right at the markers, so many factors. Experience is the key word. Swim your race and heed the advice of your coach. This is the best of the best. No one is making a move as yet. I'm not surprised. 6 laps, each 1.6 kilometers in distance. It is approaching 11:15 on this Sunday morning, and the rain has blown away, it seems. The locals come down to Beauvallen Beach, and the added bonus is that they can witness world-class action today. Coaches and seconds wait at the feeding pontoon. The swimmers arrive at a fairly relaxed pace. Razowski grabs a bottle of refreshment from the boom pole. That gives Germany's Meisner the chance to take the lead. Another member of the German squad opts to feed as well, but Chetho, lying in 10th place, decides to swim through. There was very good support for the young Seychelles swimmers at the pontoon and on the beach. The swimmers go past the start and on to another lap. More than 17 nations are represented here. Many of the teams commented that this was the most beautiful venue on the circuit. Paradise is what they called it, and you can see why. The first 1.6 kilometers in between 18 minutes 49 seconds and 19 minutes. Just more than 8 kilometers lies ahead. We can expect the winners to cross the finish under 1 hour and 50 minutes. The swimmers snake their way towards open water. The clouds gather again and throughout the race hang around quite animously. Conditions can change so quick here on the Indian Ocean island. The air temperature is nearly 30 degrees. The water stayed a constant 27 degrees throughout the race. We move ahead to the final feed just before the start of the 6th and final lap. Germany's Rob Muffles has had a very consistent swim. So too Hungarian Krzysztof Razowski. Chetho comes through a further 2 seconds back, but looking strong. The young swimmer from Qatar is being lapped and he makes way for the elite bench to go through. Ferry Weertman from the Netherlands has moved into third, and the second German in the lead bunch, Soren Meisner, is on his shoulder. In fact, the swimmers are very closely bunched. The top 10 all within 8 seconds of the lead. This is going to be a very exciting final lap. Ebe ho tla etsahalang ho final lap. Ke mang ya tla hleng a fetele pele and surge to the front? Who has enough stamina to make a move? The warm water is not preferred by all the swimmers. Many of the Europeans excel in cold water. Young Damon Paye from the Seychelles is also being lapped now. His aim is just to finish under 30 minutes of the winner. At 15, he's the youngest competitor in this event. There seems to be at least 3 Italian black caps in the top 6. Maybe they have a team play, but then the Germans also have a healthy presence here in the Seychelles. Krzysztof Razowski is swimming a great race. He has led most of the race and is still stroking strong here in the final lap. Very often, if you go out fast and dominate in the early laps, you do not feature in the last 2 or 3 kilometers. Not so with the Hungarian. He is still there. Remarkably, it is Hungary's Krzysztof Razowski that just won't let go. Without a cap, Germany's Rob Muffels is chasing the lead. Number 38, Simon Ruffini from Italy, has made his way up the field in the last few minutes. Can he spring a surprise here? Brazil's Alan Docamo just ahead of South Africa's Chad Hall. Oh wow, Italy's Ruffini has broken away. He has at least 2 lengths on the rest. That's how quick it can happen. He's stroking well and kicks hard as they near the beach. Germany and Great Britain are battling just behind Ruffini. A dive around the final marker and it is home all the way. Jack Barnell from Great Britain is threatening in the front as well. It is still very, very close. The officials have a good look, especially around the markers. Ruffini has one last look to see if he is clear of the rest, and yes, he is. A slight headwind in their faces, but I think this sprint is for the 2nd and 3rd places. Krzysztof from Hungary takes a less straight line and loses several places. Britain's Jack Barnell slides in behind the Italian. Then it is a free-for-all with a hard chase. Into the final meters now. The finish arch awaits. Simon Ruffini wins it for Italy. A very good race from Barnell to get 2nd, and 3rd looks to be Germany's Rob Muffels, but it is close. The rest of the swimmers come through, so to Chad Hall for South Africa. What a race! Re buisane le Mampudi mona Beauvalon Beach. This has been the FINA Hosa World Marathon Series from the Seychelles.
Re kgolaganya le rona mo matlakeleng a rona a social media. Mo Twitter ke @sport@sabc, dirisa fela #theswimmingshow. Mo Facebook re The Swimming Show. Ke nako ya go ya mabenkeleng, dula fela yalo.
The charity bikers made their way to Kliptown in Soweto. At this historic venue, blankets, food parcels and clothing were donated by the efforts of the Soweto Bike School. This year's charity is Soweto Kliptown Youth. How great to see the swimming show's presenter giving back to the community and joining the team in distributing the goods. Stoves, microwaves and even fridges were donated. What an awesome initiative. And the catalyst making all of this possible, 100 years of celebrating Nelson Mandela.
The Sasol Winter Champs are the only national winter championships Mono Africa Bora, and they have been staged for 47 years now. Reboni stars like Terence Parkin, Rake Nietling and the Princess of Monaco, Charlene, also coming out from these nationals. Now this is a place where youngsters really need to shine and create a name for themselves. They're what the youth of 2018 are made of.
Let's get straight into the action at the Penny Haynes pool in Sasolburg. This is the Sasol Winter Swimming Championship. Staying with the female contestants, we now look at the 200-meter breaststroke event. Penny Haynes, who this pool is named after, broke several world records in this discipline and also won gold at the Atlanta and Sydney Olympic Games. Mandeville Dolphins' Marisol van Jaarsveld, sporting the white cap in lane 5, is stroking well. Between the other yellow lanes is Marne Meyer from Becker. It looks to be very even as they approach the end of the first 50 meters. Marisol van Jaarsveld has a good lead, but there's still 150 meters to go. Plenty of time for someone to surprise. They turn and head towards the halfway mark. 19-year-old Cornell Leach turns from lane 2. Will anyone make a move in the second leg of this 4-lap race? Van Jaarsveld hits the sunspot in the pool and is edged on by her coach. Kelly Garnell set the meet record for this event way back in 2011. It is a tough ask, but can one of these swimmers get close to her 2 minutes 37 high? Marne Meyer turns after the leader, followed by 18-year-old Annin Miller. She swims for Becker as well. The third leg is said to be the most crucial. This is where the legs and arms really tire. This is where the moves should occur if you are challenging for a podium spot. How bonahalo na le phephetso bakeng sa Marisol van Jaarsveld unless she slows down dramatically in the final stretch. The duo from Becker have maintained their second and third placing into the final 10. But out front, it is all eyes on Mandeville Dolphins' Marisol van Jaarsveld. The cheers grow louder, but she's not on record pace, unfortunately. No doubt, Penny Haynes, who is in attendance at this event, will give advice on how to shed the seconds off her winning time. 2 minutes 45.09 seconds is Van Jaarsveld's winning time. Marne Meyer glides in to get the silver medal. Becker teammate Miller gets in to take the third place. Time for the 16-year-old females. And this is the 100-meter backstroke final. Only 4 swimmers in this lineup, and 3 are from Sasol Swimming Club. Only the blue cap from Hillcrest, that is Shimon Stander. A good start from Natalie Landman in lane 5. She has a commanding lead into the wall at the end of 50 meters. Shimon Stander with blue cap follows. Landman is in a league of her own here. She is stroking well. No contest as she enters the final meters. 1 minute 10.20 seconds. A few seconds off Natasha DeForest's mid-record, but she was not pushed at all. Shimon Stander glides into second, and Shanae Hose keeps Sasol in the medals with a credible third place. More Sasol winter champs on the swimming show, Bekeng Etlang.
There's plenty more aquatic action coming up right here on the swimming show. Stay with us.
Hi, I'm Chad Leclerc. Short break coming up next. Don't go away.
The swimming show.
While we are wrapping up Mandela Month, we can now look forward to a brand new swimming season. Khajana ke rata go le busetsa morago go the SA Diving Nationals that took place at the Kings Park Pool Complex in Durban. Re ka tsa gore motshameko wa diving o bonolo fela ga go nna yalo motshameko o tlhoka matsetseleko. Do enjoy.
While the Cape is enjoying some cooler weather and much needed rain, Durban can boast about the warm weather and a world-class diving facility. This is the Kings Park Outdoor Diving Pool. Today we feature the 3-meter springboard event for girls 14 to 15 years of age. We won't show all the dives, but these juniors do 3 dives each, while the seniors do 5. The current leader, Bailey Hydra, gets ready for the next dive. The difficulty factor is 2.7, the most difficult so far. Bailey does well and scores 45.90 points from the judges. The final dive from Bailey Davenport, a tricky dive with a difficulty factor of 2.4. She scores 49.20 points, which places her second overall in the competition. Kitsena dintlha ka botlalo.
My name is Bailey Hydra. I'm 13 years old and I dive for Crusaders Diving Club and I go to St. Stithians Girls College. I think I've dived pretty nicely so far. I got 7s on almost every dive, so that's a big step for me. I got 6s on my inward 2.5, which I'm super chuffed about because that is like one of my newest dives I've ever done.
Very credible indeed, Bailey.
My dream's always been to be at the Olympics. So I'm hoping to go to World Juniors next year. And after this, I'm going to Amsterdam Cup. So that'll give me a little bit of experience before I go overseas to World Juniors, hopefully.
And the swimming show will be watching.
Ma-Afrika Borwa ke rotloetsa gore re etele mafelo a tshwanang le Constitution Hill gore re kgone go ithuta ka history ya Afrika Borwa seo se botlhokwa thata. Nako ya rena ka bo madimabe e se e fedile nka rata ge re kopana gape bekeng e tlang gona mo kanaleng ya bobedi where you belong. Don't go away, there's still plenty more viewing right here on SABC2. But from the swimming team and myself, Matapelo Pale, thank you for watching.
The Swimming Show.